Hey everyone, it's Kristen Baum with Remax. How are you? I just had a really interesting conversation with a for sale by owner. So this home was posted on Zillow this morning. Had somebody wanted to go see it. So I called the number just as I would any other for sale by owner and see if we could get in there for a certain time to see the property. And I asked if they were paying a buyer broker commission. So I got a phone call back from a different number, must have been the spouse, with the spouse's number. And my conversation was pretty weird. He said the time would work for them, but that they wouldn't be paying a commission for the buyer broker. He's like, I'm not going to pay you just to walk through the house. I was like, okay. Well, I definitely don't view my job as just walking through a house. There's more to the transaction than just that part. He said whatever I have between the buyer, he would want that in writing between me and the buyer and our buyer agency agreement. Well, sorry, sir, I don't make my buyers sign anything to work with me. Okay. So what kind of buyer agreement are you looking for? That would be between you and the buyer. Okay, so typically if you're not paying a commission, a lot in my experience, the seller will not accept something where their bottom line is not met. So if there is a commission to be paid, it would be added on to the offer until the seller is able to accept something where that net number works for them. So, okay, then he says, what did he say? I'm not signing anything long term. So, excuse me, sir, does that mean that you're not willing to sign like a purchase agreement with a buyer? Because that is like how the whole transaction evolves. I'm not going to let my buyer spend any money on inspections until they actually got the property under contract, right? I'm not going to, like, the lender's not even going to start movement without a signed agreement, which is typically long term. Could be 30, 40, 60, 90 days, who knows? So, point in case, if you are already making it this difficult, do you think the realtor is excited to show that property to their buyer? Or, I mean, is this just kind of starting off on the bat, like the wrong foot, right? So we get in there and then we try to negotiate something and we could barely get the seller to sign on something that might be acceptable, but he has like these fears already. So be careful when you sell your home by owner. If you are going to come across like that, I don't think I'm going to be the only realtor feeling the same way as the way I feel now. I don't want to show your property, sir. All right. I would love your input on this. And it could be realtors, lenders, anybody in the public. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your Monday.